Peace, 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 peace. This is Chocolate Amun Ra in the morning message. We're doing it like this because it's time consuming. But the reason why I'm doing it like this, because I like to change the whole scenery of the morning message. Before it was time consuming, but then I noticed, it was giving a different outlooks of it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me constantly showing the same view. I never really liked it because it's boring to me. But let's get into the morning message. Before we get into that, we must pay all due respects to the Creator, because without the Creator, we won't be here. We are 3 rocks from the sun, and I don't even know how you can forget that you do live in space. I'm just, you're in space literally. The morning, the sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Amun. Peace to the gods and the goddesses, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, and ladies and gentlemen. Let's don't ever forget that. Now, the message this morning is this here. Do you understand what White Society Supremacy system is really doing? Do you understand White Society Supremacy system is doing? The reason why I use both terminologies, and I basically to blend them together, is because you dealing with bigot people who don't like melanin people, who don't want you here. Then the supremacist system, they are designed to control everything and everybody, don't want you here. Melanin people. Now, you have melanated people who don't want other melanated people here. Because if you are denouncing or ignoring or being tolerant to what you know, you're just as guilty as the rest. And we do have a lot of melanated people who's like that. So are you teaching your children what society is pushing out on the media, the new books? Because when you go to school, they're not really teaching you true history. You understand? You understand? Do some of y'all truly understand about the genocide of our children? Do you understand the genocide of our melanated children around the world? This hate for the melanin people, this hate, do you think because you don't see it, you think you haven't heard it? And again, I'll say this again. You can hear it, but you don't know it. And if you don't know it, then you need to understand it. This is why putting morning messages up is just for you to be able to get an understanding. Now, I always state to you all, do your research. Just don't take my word and just go with it. I want you to do your research. I need you to do your research. So you as an individual or group that could take information and begin to do research. Now don't do how can I say, what's the word I'm looking for? You look at, a lot of y'all like to go to Google, I know that. You Google things and you think that is all. Now you got all your information. No. You're not cross-references. Okay? You got a Webster dictionary, and then you got a New English dictionary. You think the same meanings are in both of these books? To a certain degree. Remember that. Each dictionary has its own views of how they're going to write these things. Quote unquote. The Bible. You have the New Translation Bible. You got the King James Bible. Word for word, from Genesis to Revelation, do you think those same words, word for word, are in both Bibles? No, they're not. A lot of the words are, but they're not. Understand this. Understand this. You do not educate your children on how society is doing the melanated people. You are guilty. We are at war with each other. We at war with society. You at war with the white supremacists. You at war with religion. You at war with politics. We at war point blank. They are changing the way we thinking if you allow it. They're doing it in a hidden agenda. It's hidden. And those who get it and do research and study it will begin to see how society is moving. Those who don't get it don't care less. Now, our children is the future. If you love your children the way you say you do, you're going to do something about it. Education is the key. Education is the key. Point blank. I put the message out because I'm a messenger. I don't have a problem if one person is watching my video. I told you this. I don't have a problem because that one person, it takes that one person to drop that rock in the water and it's a ripple effect. That one person can start studying. He or she can study hard, and all of a sudden that person blossoms and becomes a great speaker and begins to start to tell the true information about our melanin people and our historical history. Then begin to tell it without having to be afraid to speak their mind in an intelligent way of telling it what's going on here in modern times. You got to make a stand in what you believe in. You got to stand tall, stand steadfast. You too caught up in all the materialistic things of the world. You too caught up in money. Now, of course, we need money because we need money to pay our bills, to travel, to eat, and so on and so forth. We understand that. But we have to think first. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is wisdom. Knowledge is understanding. What are you doing to contribute? What are you doing to help your children? Are you allowing society to weaken your mind? Are you allowing society to transform your children? And if you are, you're just as guilty. You're guilty. Because all this heads towards the future. So either you're going to be part of the society's system and using you, blaming you, saying you did everything underneath the sun that they didn't like to the melanin race. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. This is the morning message. Peace.